Not a bad Legend of Zelda remix in the books, in my opinion. Excuse me. How's everybody doing tonight? Ready for some more roller coaster building? I was thinking about my park during my off time. And I realized I'm building a lot of my park on a very kind of horizontal plane. I built, I've done some terrain deformation for like the rides and stuff, but for the most part, everything's been very flat. So I think that's going to be one of my goals today is kind of building my park and making it a little more irregular in a meaningful way. Give some verticality to different parts of the park and, make it a little more interesting. Maybe add some like hills for the paths to kind of go up towards like a ride or something like that, and just kind of like getting away from this samey ground plane. Plus, on top of that, I want to work on the area around our pirate ride a little bit more. It was looking very barren when we finished up last time. So, those are some of our goals for this evening. As soon as it loads up. I suspect this is one of those things that the longer I build onto this park, the longer it's going to take to load up. Hopefully not, but certainly seems to be the case so far. All right, here we go. Hey, look, we got a reward there already claimed. And I guess I didn't apply those audio settings because I can hear absolutely nothing. Yeah, I didn't apply it. There we go. So this is what we did last time. We got a little pirate-themed ride. And see, we have this little mountain here, but like, if you look out across the rest of the park, it's all on the same level. The rides and stuff go up and down mountains, but everything else is all kind of boring. I guess we go under the mountain here, which is kind of cool. But we can do more with this, I think. Like, maybe it'd be cool to kind of consider reworking our carousel here. Like, raising this up on a little bit of a hill kind of a thing, maybe. Also, this ride here, I guess it makes me a decent amount of money. Queue's kind of long. Maybe I need to raise the money a little bit. But this ride just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really fit in anywhere, so it's a classic though, so definitely not gonna get rid of it. Making us good money. Some people are saying they wish they had a priority pass. Oh yeah, because this priority pass is really good. Let's just skip half the line. But I want to raise up the ticket prices a little bit so we can get a little higher profit margin. Let's just go $1 at a time. Don't want to overdo it. Guess it's kind of surprising that nobody's on this ride when it's free. What are the people saying? Thought it was quick, it's free, but park entry was so cheap. Well, okay. I kind of like that one being free, so I'm gonna leave that one that way. I'm guessing this one's broke down right now. People are complaining. Few people are complaining about the price, but not enough that that's really worth changing. Last month I didn't make too much, but I think that's mostly because there aren't that many seats, and for the runtime of the ride, it just can't make them very much money. People are going on the Ferris wheel, which is good. Haven't looked at our... Ooh, we got some big long queues for this thing. It's reviving, which means its prestige is going up, which means we can ask more for the ticket price. I also kind of wanted to do more with this building, but it's fine for now. What about our water slide? Still broken. Still open, but nobody's in line. What's wrong with it? It's so expensive, huh? $21. Oh. Yeah, okay. There's a... I remember now, last time... Not last time, but like... A while ago, someone mentioned to me the formula for this is something like... the prestige... Prestige... There's a formula for it. What was it? You basically like divide it by 100 or something? Or multiply it by 3. Divide by 100. So basically I would take the 6 and multiply it by 3. So $18 is kind of the price range I want to look at for this ride. I'm going to go with 19 and see if that's okay. What's this one like? So $21 for ticket prices on this? Meaning I could go all the way up to 19? And this one's still making me tons of money. What's the Prestige is like 1,000. So theoretically, what? I can ask $30 a ticket on this? Is that reasonable? Let's go up to 25 and see if we keep people in the queue. You never know. It's good to see that people are buying fast passes at least. Hi, kitty. What's up? I might make some kind of like little walk, like little gangplank or something. I don't know how I would manage that because it seems like the guests will only walk on solid land. But I think it'd be kind of cool if this was like a little viewing spot. I don't know how we'd manage that. Because it's not like if I put a wooden prop, like a little gangplank that takes them out to the ship, they'll walk on it. It would have to be over the top of physical land. At least I think it would be. I haven't seen anything else that would indicate that otherwise. Or do paths branch out over water? So like, let's just say if I take this path. Oh, I could just do that then. And then, like it would be, like the path would be hidden beneath the deck of the ship. And then I would put one of the little viewpoint things, as well as maybe like a character. Like I could put the pirate lady to kind of hang out around the ship. Getting ideas now. I don't know if I'd be able to get them to the upper parts of the deck, but that's probably fine. So that's something to consider. So instead of just starting to plop down buildings here and making kind of like a jungle-like area, I think I want to kind of form the land a little bit in some way, shape, or form. Like maybe kind of dip it down a little bit and build it up in other areas and build some water features. Like maybe what I can do is I can take the lake here and run it kind of back like here, like it's kind of like a river or something like that. Maybe make like a little waterfall thing, so like the water, it looks like the waterfall's coming down here and then it flows into the lake. Now that I know that the paths can branch over ground easily like that. It's going to be annoying to have to dig a river and then rebranch this, because I'm going to have to cut off this path and people are using it currently, but I guess that's fine. Man, I really jacked up the price and people are still overpacking the queue. Is it broke down right now? No, it's running. That's the... Why does it cost so much? Station cost, utility cost, car cost. I guess this is an expensive ride to run, so that's why the prestige is so high. So I kind of need to charge a lot for this ride just to make a profit. Potential profit's actually about in the same range as some of my other rides. Let's just try asking $30. See where that gets us. I forgot I called it not Pirates of the Caribbean. Is that right? Did I spell that right? Yeah. I looked up Caribbean, but I For some reason, the word pirates looked wrong, but it is. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Prestige 308, so $9 for. People aren't really. There's some people lining up. Maybe I can ask $6 for it. I don't know why not very many people aren't interested in the carousel. There's not really any benefit to putting in a fast pass anywhere. Like, I'll probably put a fast pass lane here. But, like, prestige is pretty low. People are saying it's cheap, so let's bump it up to 7. Let's see, are people turning away? I guess some people are turning away. I wonder how much of the people getting in the queue is actually dependent upon me actually looking at the queue. Okay, our queue is emptying out a little bit. Did I click on a specific guest? Yeah, I did. I was like, what's all that information? That's not what I wanted. It's so expensive. We'll keep an eye on it. If we have people constantly flowing through, then that's honestly good enough. Okay, now before we get too much into our building stuff, let's take a look at our staff. Park rating really took a dive there for some reason. I'm not sure what that was all about. But we're overall at least maintaining a park rating. Maybe we'll see what we got here. Enigma. Tiamat. Staff. Entertainers. I could do with more cash. Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit more. Janitors, we still have 4 of our janitors. Everyone's happy enough. Oh, I remember why our park took such a dive. It's because we had like 3 janitors quit, and then it was all upon the shoulders of Winston here to keep the park clean, and the park wasn't being kept clean because it's too big for one janitor. And then so park guests were unhappy because of trash and barf everywhere. Vendors, I don't know why your workload's low, but they're super happy, so your workload's high. I need more training. Should I raise these guys up to level 2? They're getting paid as much as level 2, so I'll do that. Level 2 seems to be a good happy median for them to be at right now. You are very unhappy, but you get paid what you're worth. So what's the problem? You want more than you're worth? Give all these guys a little bit of a pay bump. I wonder if a discrepancy in pay and training levels can affect their happiness. Security guards. I think I've always had 3. These guys are just super happy. I mean, this guy gets paid $5 more. I don't remember why, but okay. That's fine. Everyone seems to be doing okay. We'll get some more stuff researched. Eventually I'd like to have everything researched, so since we got surplus money at the moment, we might as well keep the research flowing. No reason not to, right? Innocent guest groups ejected? I didn't know that was a thing. I want to put in cameras eventually. I do have security cameras. Oh, when did I put those in? I guess I put some of them in the high traffic areas, but now we got traffic flowing all around here. Also, maybe, yeah, that shortcut path through there is probably enough for that. Maybe I'll reconnect it closer to over here or something, but it's fine. Probably what I should do is just delete all the cameras and train my security guards up to the maximum level, make sure they're getting paid well, and just let them take care of security. Okay, so I think we're gonna need a lot more trees. A lot more trees. This looks very sparse at the moment. But we'll start with landscaping before we start putting down props. How do I want this to look? I guess I'll start with maybe the river. I don't want to have... I guess the water's just gonna happen no matter what I do. I was thinking dig out the area and then fill it up, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, guys, you're not gonna like this. But I gotta do that for now. It will be back. We're just under construction. Don't worry about it. Hey, Nos, what's up? I'm doing pretty okay. Just kind of, yeah, I guess doing the usual. Okay, so let's dig our river in a little bit. Kind of back this way, I guess. Yeah, I saw that. Is that one of those free-to-play MMOs right now? Or is it like a subscription base? Or is it like a one-time thing? Or... looks kind of interesting. I haven't really played any MMOs in quite a long time. Last MMO... well, I mean, I played Final Fantasy XIV for like a week. Just because, you know, I got it for free on Twitch. But seriously played an MMO was probably back in high school. Free to play with sub option. Okay. No, that's not true. World of Warcraft was not the last one I played. After high school, like, I think it was probably like first or second year of college, I quit World of Warcraft. After college, though, I got into Dungeons and Dragons Online. And that was pretty fun. It's kind of, I think it's free to play as well with the subscription option or to access some of the content. Oh, okay. So, like, you sub and you can get things a little bit more cheap in terms of in-game stuff. Gotcha. I might give it a spin sometime. The idea of making your own custom superhero sounds kind of cool. Okay, I don't particularly know where I'm going with this, but we'll just kind of do some random deformations here. So if I deform around the path, it just does that. Okay, so let's delete the path, and then we'll put the path back over. The power weapon choices are limited. You get about half the power options, and you can't use a shield for a weapon. Not getting access to the cool powers is always a bit of a bummer. In my opinion, if a game is fun, it's worth putting a few dollars into it, you know? I mean, just like Warframe, I put tons of hours into that game, and I could have probably kept playing without putting any money into it, but it was worth it for me because I was getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. All I bought was like some platinum so that I could... Stop it. So I could buy some more slots for the frames. Because I didn't want to have to delete any... Or it wasn't the frames? Was it? It was the frames as well as the weapons I wanted more slots for because all of them were so cool and I didn't want to delete them. Warframe's definitely one of those games that does free to play right. I haven't actually... Speaking of Warframe, I haven't played since the Fortuna update. I'm gonna have to go back one of these days. So many games, though. It's hard to play them all. At a certain point, you just gotta be like, well, looks like a cool game. It's not one I'm gonna have time to play. I think this is kind of like a little lagoon area or something. I should really be thinking about what kind of buildings I want to put in here, because that's ultimately going to determine how I shape everything. This is going to be kind of like a vendor area. I don't know if I'm going to put any rides right in here. Probably. Like, I'll probably maybe... Maybe I'll just put a bunch of trees there. It's kind of an odd space to do anything with. I could have like a little path that goes back to like a restaurant or something. Maybe I could fit a family ride right here. All the family rides kind of take up a lot of space. And especially the pirate themed one, like this Victory is like a big... It's not too bad. It would be really awkward though having the ship ride right next to the actual in-harbor ship. It would make sense to have this somewhere out of eyesight. Like if it was back here and there was some kind of visual barrier so that you're not seeing both of them at the same time kind of thing. Or if I kind of branched a path back behind this ride. I guess actually riding here wouldn't be too bad of an idea. But I was kind of keeping this main road, the whole tropical themed area. So let's get some fillers here to what can I use, like rocks? Or is there like there's big square blocks, isn't there? Arch shapes. How big is extra large? That's not, for being extra large, I guess it is kind of large, but I want extra, extra large. That's the exact same size, just short. Oh well, it'll do. Okay, so we'll use these to represent our buildings. So like, maybe one kind of back there. How's the path gonna kind of flow? Maybe start right there. Start right here and kind of Because the main path is going to go over this river. Maybe the path will start here and then it'll come back and then kind of swing over here. Just kind of like a little part of an S, maybe? I like the idea of this one being a restaurant. Obviously, they go inside the restaurant, and I can't have, like, external seating for the restaurant. And so they'll see the back side of this building, which will be all decorated, but then the entrance will be on this side. Because I kind of like the idea of this being a little open so that they can see all the shops as they're walking to and from down this way. They can see all the shops in there or something. Let me just kind of plot out the path. Let's do like a natural path. I guess I can change it at any point in time. Doesn't really matter. Too uneven. Okay, that's a thing. Guess I want flatten a foundation for this. It's gonna mess it up a little bit because it won't deform around the current path. What if I know that this is a thing. I just make the path like super wide, so it's kind of like this. Can't make it that wide though. Kind of can. So it has this little kind of weird indent right there, but I'm not sure I like this though. It's a little too uneven now that I'm looking at it. Excuse me. I can connect up, so I can make like a little circle, so it is kind of like an open area. They won't. I can put something here in the middle because that looks weird, but and then I can adjust the terrain a little bit at the edge of the path so that there's paths up to the building, because these are going to be set back a little bit for the most part. That's not bad. And then maybe I'll use a different kind of path over here and put like a little faux picnic area. Kind of like I did here. No one ever uses the picnic area as far as I can tell, but it'll look nice. And it'll be right here next to our little lagoon area. And we'll put some kind of water feature or something. We'll make like a little fake waterfall or something. So it kind of looks like there's the river's running out into the lake. Man, I got something stuck in my throat. Okay. Got a plan. I wanna kind of roughen up the terrain a little bit. It looks a little too blobbish. Now it's a pretty high ridge, but I think I'm okay with that actually in this case. That's a little bit better. And through there a little bit. Maybe bring down the intensity and just kind of add a little variation in the terrain. Just to break up the visuals a little bit. Alright, now to get some actual buildings put down here. Take a look at our notifications. I don't know how to fix the empty shops. It doesn't matter how many vendors I seem to hire. They never seem to fix that problem. Like I have more than enough vendors, and some of them are even saying there's little work to be done, but what can you do? I've even tried like assigning people to work specific shops, and it doesn't seem to fix it. Oh, and I guess we'll reconnect our path since that's kind of a big deal. I need to probably smooth that out for that. Okie doke. What path was I using? Should I keep using the... I think I like the cobblestone. Is that what it is? Shells of small square stones? Or is that the cobblestone? I don't know, technically, which is which, but I like this look for all the main paths. Like a bridge over troubled water, the terrain is too uneven. Okay. Maybe narrow it down for the bridge a little bit. Intersecting terrain. Huh. I think maybe I just need to flatten it out more. No? Intersecting terrain. Do I... Oh, the ground is higher on this side. Okay. I think I know how to fix that. So what we can do... First go on paths and remove this and this and this. I think if we use the flatten foundation and start on this side and then quickly jump over to this side, they'll now be the same height? Question mark? Or maybe if I start the path on this side and then complete on that side. Let's see. See, it kind of dips down. Okay, here, I think I got an idea. I got another idea. Because what happens is the length of the path gets to the edge of this and it dips down, and then so when it gets to the other side, it's too low. But we can fix it by doing... Let's turn off angle snap. By clicking there, and now if we increase the length, even more, no, it's only going to build bridge one height. Also, I do want a narrower bridge. There we go. We don't need that long, though. All better. Is that the regular path size? I think it is. Close enough. Can we afford to make it a little narrower? Yeah. Actually, this looks like it's a little narrower than what it is over here. Okay. Good, good. Before I get to the project of, you know, getting people out onto the ship, we need to stay focused on this. The biggest thing is people can get across here again. Or back that way. What kind of shops do we want? We want food, we want hat vendors. Maybe a vending machine. What are the kind of buildings we have? So we have food, drinks, gift shops. Have I put any other gift shops? I guess the gift shops are the hat places. A restroom. Ah, is a restroom? The only restrooms we have, I think, are these ones. Way over here. Did we put any restrooms in Western Town? I don't remember. I don't think we did. So we're getting a ways over here. Having more restrooms isn't a bad idea. So restaurants, restrooms, gift shops, ATMs I've never found to do well at all. Staff management's going to end up probably over here. I have one here and over here, but we're going to want one over here eventually. So let's start with our restaurant on the bay, in the little lagoon area. I had thoughts here. We want a sandy, kind of little sandbar here. It's all kind of just like a hole right now. Ow, kitty claws. It hurts. Do we have any pre-built ones I can just plop down? There's the Pirate Reg gift shop. Lord knows where... Oh, there's the entrance. So I could always do something like that for the gift shop, which would kind of fun. Tempted just to put it down temporarily and then maybe change it up. Oops, didn't mean to close that entirely. What kind of pre-built food shops do we have? What I've done before is just take like one of the pre-built blueprint buildings and then drop a shop block into it. There's a food stall. I'll have to adjust the trees, but that's a food stall, not a restaurant. Food stall, beef store. Are the restaurants different? First aid ATMs. Restaurant, there we go. Really? Only 2 blueprints, huh? A Western restaurant and a Parkside Cafe. Well, that's just like... I don't know. And I don't know what theme you'd call it other than Planet Coaster themed. And this is more like Western stuff. Which maybe this is what I should use for my restaurant. Okay, we're going to look at buildings then and instead just drop a restaurant into one of those. Switch to our source? Oh, these ones don't have the theme filter. So we just got to look. Got to use our eyes. Western, 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 space, space, space. Gingerbread? We don't have much in the way of pirate. I guess it's not necessarily all pirate. I guess tropical is also kind of what we're going for. We could use this Caribbean stuff. Like turn this on in. In fact, what I could do is kind of have it overlapping the water and then have like this deck above the water. I want to try that. I'll build up the ground around the foundation itself. But then like there'll be like the back porch will be like a little dock kind of thing. I don't know if dock's the right word, but we'll see. First, get the ground to where we want it. Hard to do some of this fine-tuning stuff sometimes. You know, probably what I'll do is I'll just duplicate that and put another one down further. So I don't have to worry about bringing the ground up to meet it. Path is making the deformation a little bit odd because it will only deform so close to the path. Push that down a little bit, but not so far. Okay, we'll move you forward. You'll be up on the platform we build here. You won't make sense in a little bit, but... Alright, that's all good enough. Now let's edit this building. Oh, lag. We're good though. Line to surface. No, that's not what I want. I want to... This blue grid, can I hide this? I do like that. It's just kind of hard to tell. Because see, the pot, I can tell where it's clipping through the blue plane, but What I'm really concerned about is where it's clipping through the ground. Down a little bit. No. My precision movement doesn't work in building, I remember now. Because it works on this grid system. I'm trying to remember how I get to the different kind of movement system. Like, how do I think what I ended up doing is I like split it. I splitted it from the building and then like I moved it and then rejoined it, but that wasn't right. No, now I'm out of building edit mode. My grid's gone. I don't remember how grid height affects things. Select grid. Oh, so I just changed the grid. Okay, so you can align things to another object. What I really want to do is sink this into the ground. Right click is cell. The more you know. Settings. Interface. Where's the controls? Okay. Building edit mode. Place piece. Cancel placement. Select multiple. Rotate. Toggle advanced. See, the toggle advanced didn't seem to work when it's on the grid. Oh, shift and scroll wheel. Was that working though? Duplicate. Okay, there we go. For whatever reason, it was not working before. Advanced movement still does not work. I think that's just kind of like the nature of certain pieces. Good enough. Not going to worry about it. Let's figure out. Get things back on this grid. What? Oh well. Okay, so now let's figure out our little dock back here. I'm going to actually want, now that I think about it, let's do this, Control D. And just sink those down like that. There. Got our pillars going down. Now we gotta find some kind of flooring, which actually might be under the roofing, what I'm thinking of. Not gingerbread. Modern roof. That's kind of what I'm looking for. It's a little too nice though. I want more like really slatted wood. Building material. Brick. Tile. Wood plank. Let's remove wood modern and leave tile, batten, and plank. These are all sloped. I don't want sloped. Do we have any flat? Oh, these ones are flat, huh? Okay. Hey, Top Cats. Been a while. How's it going? Still working on the same park that I was working on last time you were here. Just a different area within it. Okay, so what I was looking for is in roofs. Flat roofs. You know what? Let's do that. Wooden deck. This actually might be what I'm wanting, but see, now it's not aligned to the grid. Align to surface. See, why is it the stuff that I want doesn't work and stuff that I don't want does? How do I get this on the grid? Can I get this on the grid? Am I just gonna have to like stick with the modern stuff because it works nicely? Do I want to bring the deck all the way out? And like around? Also, the well in the deck makes no sense, but we'll fix that. A month on one coaster? Man, that's dedication to perfection right there. I spent maybe, I don't know, maybe like an evening or two on just this coaster. I don't think I've spent a month on just one. Let's put that here. We'll bring the, that dirt there's fine. Don't position snap. Something like, that's fine. Build an elaborate coaster station, lots of scenery around it, and large coaster. 10K feet long. Holy cow. That's a couple of miles long. That's a, wait, that's almost 2 miles? Is my math right there? It's a little under 2 miles, yeah. It's a pretty long ride there. Yeah, the numbers are kind of weird. I talked about this last time when I was working. Oh crap! When I was working on this park, that the ratings are a little bit weird. The ratings are entirely dependent upon how the track itself runs. So like this track has a whole underground area. If I fly down here, you can see like there's like this whole cavern it flies through. But the thing is, with this ride, it's all flat through this cavern area. Like there's animatronics and there's scenes for them to look at, but because it's flat, the excitement rating is like flatlines. It flatlines just like the ride does. And none of the animatronics and stuff really affect that. So that's a little bit of a weird thing with this game in particular. It kind of bums me out that, you know, all the really exciting stuff like animatronics and whatever you can do with rides doesn't affect. What's going on here? We broken down? No mechanic available. Hold the phone. What do you mean no mechanic available? What are the mechanics doing? Headed to staff building. Oh, there's literally nobody available. Okay, well. Maybe I need to bring a 5th mechanic on? There are trigger events on this one. I did it before and after, and it didn't make any kind of difference. Unless you need to have like a lot of trigger events for it to make a difference, but... Because like when they go down there, there's like, I used the little Kraken monster. No, at first, actually, that's what happened last time is this ride wasn't on their work roster. I'm going to give these guys all some training so that I'll get them up to the same pay level. So that way I don't have to hire someone new. They can all manage it well enough. Oh well, they'll get to it eventually. It's kind of a bummer because it's like my only 5-star. See, like the whole system is really strange and kind of convoluted because you see excitement 4.11, fear 3.75, nausea. But you look at my prestige and it's like off the charts compared to everything else. I don't understand the whole system. So instead of worrying about scores and prestige and all that, I'm just making a park that looks cool and makes me happy. So, and if my rides make some money in the process, that's all that matters. Do I want to... Yeah, let's put in a sport there. Cool, 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 cool. Liking this. And up a little bit. Let's just get rid of that. There's already 2 of them all around the back. Now... I want that one to look like it's kind of like this place is a little run. I don't know, not necessarily run down, but you know, it's got some history to it. I don't know. There's a lot of pottery though. It's funny. Did they make that like that? Or is, because that is actually way below the baseline of the building. Like they meant for it to be sunken into the ground like that, which is different. Because there's kind of, isn't that shrub that kind of looks like that? Hey, thanks for the host, man. That all looks fine. Bring this up. And now you're kind of growing through the dock. So we're going to move you over there. Okay. Now this building kind of looks like it belongs here. Yeah, we got another Day 9 fan. I see. Recognize those emotes. Alright, what's going on here? There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna break open this door and turn it into a restaurant. It makes sense as a restaurant, you know, like there's... Maybe I'll put some more windows on the backside. So it's like you're kind of overlooking the river a little bit at this restaurant or something, and you're kind of watching some of the rest of the park. It's kind of fun. I'll probably put some more trees there, like a theoretical sound barrier. Is it even possible to backseat this game? It you'd have to be a bit of a jerk about it, honestly, to backseat this game. And most of the time, I'm asking questions like, why is this not working? What am I supposed to do here? So yeah. I don't think you need to worry about backseating this game anyways, but how's it going, Senor? Or Senor? Senor Kittens? Okay, let's pop this door out of here. Oh, hang on, that's not going to work because that's not how doors work in this game. What I need to do is add an actual opening, which you're going to be under doors. Oh, don't worry about it. My bot's a little overzealous with things sometimes. I need to maybe tweak his settings a little bit. Oh, they're under walls, not doors. And what is this? Plaster. So I need to filter down to the plaster building type, I guess. Maybe? Concrete, decorative stone, fiberglass, lime plaster. And this one. I like that one. Now, where's shops and facilities? Restaurantes. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Now, do I want it one down? Or do I want it like there? I think I want it right here. And then I'll dig out the ground a little bit so that it's more... so that there isn't dirt leading into the restaurant. Let's add an expansion or two in here as well. Might as well. Make sure it's well hidden, of course. Oh. So... grid height. I think 2 is where I want it at. Hello? Where's my expansion? That's right, they don't connect. They just kind of plop in there. 1? Can I fit 2? I probably can fit 2 if I squish it vertically. Now, do I want a 4th? We'll stick with just the 2 for now. Your rabbit is licking your forehead. That's a phrase I thought I'd never read, but alright. You like laying on the ground watching the stream or something? You just have your rabbit snuggling with your face? Now, why is the tray not coming back up? Oh well. I got an idea. I can use a... what happens if I use a natural path and it needs to connect like that? Oh, this is going to be annoying. Please don't tell me it's going to... Also, why does it want to use... Is it going to be too close? I think I might be able to just kind of I don't know. That isn't what I wanted to do at all. I hate that there's like a minimum path length. Okay, how am I losing money? The place isn't even open yet. Wait, it is open. Why is it open? Let's close that down. No one can even get to it. So, it's basically like right on the borderline of auto connecting. Like you can see it, like it'll connect like right there. And like maybe that's just what I need to do. But I spent all that time. I spent all that time tweaking everything so that it was perfect. It doesn't seem to auto connect in advanced move either. Okay. Well, gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. I can fix this. I'll just delete that guy now. Maybe I'll build another deck connecting that. No, I'll just bring the ground up to meet it. Holy cow, there's a lot of people coming this way. Why are all these people coming out this way? Are they all coming for this ride? To check out this ride? Because... Ooh. Queue's kind of empty. I guess I'm charging too much for it, aren't I? Yeah. I thought I would try and milk this ride for all it's worth, but... I wasn't paying attention to the queue. Okay, good. Back there. That's all fine. This well, you know what? We're just going to split it from the building, because it's going to be stuck to that little mound there anyways. Yeah, sure, let's build up the terrain back. Down there. Good, fine. Can't do anything about that, I guess. Alright, that wasn't too bad. In fact, I kind of like that it's more out above the water now. Okay, now, I guess let's go ahead and consider food choices here. I wish I could change the color of this. Maybe that's something I can do. Doesn't really look like it. There was only, under shops and facilities, there was only the one option. I guess maybe typically you set it back in more, or you hide it with like columns and stuff, which I still can do. Oh wait, I need to connect those. Can select expansions that are already... Yeah. I don't understand how expansions work other than that maybe you can fit more people. Team venue, internet access, live music. Live music, sure. Yeah, I'll take a look at some of the plaster stuff they have in there, see if we can make it blend a little bit better. Menu. Cheesy pasta, ham sandwich. That's just the Planco menu. Which of these restaurants do we want? I found that I kind of had to go out of theme in order to get my Western restaurant working. Nope. Wrong button. My Grubhouse. Like, I had to take a little bit from everywhere, it seemed like. Mostly the chief beef. And I put a little Mexilente, and then I put Monsieur Frites, Cosmic Cow. I think people like the variety, and that's kind of the only way a restaurant can really be successful and make some money. Hey, Check Miner, how you doing? Welcome back. I checked out the Reddit, and I didn't see any pictures of your sci-fi park. Did you not get to a point where you wanted to share any pictures yet? Okay, so Planco, that's fine, I guess. Monsieur Frites, let's get some fries, some triple baked fries, sweet potato fries. Missy good. What kind of food is that? Donuts. Yeah, let's put some classic donuts. Every time you add a new franchise, you have a franchise fee that you gotta tack on. Street Fox coffee. Is it Pip Shot coffee too? Or is that more like an energy drink? Cappuccino and lattes make sense. Right? Haven't found a way to get good photos yet. Gotcha. Well, have to let me know when you get some pictures taken. I guess I could just take one of these franchise and theme the food differently. Like just taking maybe Planco menu and maybe taking Tiki Cheekies. I don't know. It's the kind of theming that isn't terribly interesting to me, I guess. Like, I care more about the visual kind of stuff. Pip Shot is the water place and kind of the rate. Okay, so Cosmic Cow's like milkshakes, and then we have like energy drinks and like super sugary stuff, I assume, and then Pip Shot is like juice and mineral water. Tropical smoothie, that makes sense. Let's just put all those. Give those all those options. Sure. Now what's... Whew. It's a lot to run it every month. I don't know if... I'm going to take off one of the brands. Let's take off this one, Planco. Wait, does Planco not have a franchise fee associated with it? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's not the one to take off then. We'll just do that for now. A moon mine. Interesting. Yeah. But like, how do you figure? I guess it's just trial and error to figure out how many choices are right. Let's check the financial stats on my other restaurant. It seems like it has a steady flow of people. Like, we actually got people lined up for this restaurant. And like, we have Planco. We took out... Well, we didn't take anything, but apparently there's a parse error in something. I don't know what that's about. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 franchises here. And it's actually not making any money, but honestly, breaking even is fine with me. Because it makes the guests happier, it makes them stay longer and spend more money on rides. And perhaps maybe they'll spend more money on stuff that does make me money, like the hat shop. Like the hat shop, I think, does pretty well. People aren't happy about the queues, but it's because there aren't very many hat shops. Missed some sales because of queue links, which is a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, look, made me $1,100 last month. Make them happy with the food, but then get them on the get them in the gift shop. That's how you do it, right? Okay, so I'm happy with the restaurant except for this. So let's go back in here. Edit building. Am I still filtered? I am not. Lime plaster. Got some nice columns here. I hate that the grid is like at the lowest point, so like you gotta raise everything up to... So I could do something like this. And then maybe it'll let me slide it over. Nah. There's gotta be better. Probably not in just the walls. What about... Let's just go to all. Technically it's a chimney, but if it works... Yeah. I kind of like that. Need to rotate it and fix it, of course. As long as there's not like smoke coming out of the top of it and like... Doesn't look like there is any weird particle effects. I guess the whole point is to add particle effects yourself to most things, but... And I'm not going to worry about the inside walls. The inside walls are fine. Alright, now let's dress it up with some shrubs. But I don't want that... Is that clipping? Oh, that's just like floating there in space. I don't want the flowers to be part of the building, so we'll exit out of there. I could theoretically open this while I'm working on it. Not earning me money otherwise. I don't think it costs money while it's closed. Yeah, this month's profit is going down now that I've opened it up. Oops, sorry. So we'll see. We'll see how it does. It's going to be weird because you just kind of like walk into this big open space across the area. But that's not a mechanic that people care about in terms of AI. I still haven't put in my sandbar, but we'll get to that. What else we got? Gotta have the palms, of course. Alright, have a good one, Top Cats. Thanks for stopping by. Now, here we are. Just about to say, I know that there's some like low growing palms. These are the kind of the things you kind of start to spam in a little bit to really up the lush greenness. You know, I could put like a cup of, instead of putting, like I was thinking I was going to put like flower pots or something to cover up those little nubs there in the middle. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put like a little bundle of palm trees. Hi, kitty. Are you coming back up? Maybe not quite that leaning. I don't like that. Ugh. Hi, kitty. And what if we just covered it all with that? Yeah, just rub your face all over the microphone. People love it when you do that, I'm sure. Hang on a second. Oh, okay. I was like, these looked a little odd at first. I do like the way they look, but at first I thought it was like, did I put this building down over a tree? No. That's how it's supposed to be. No one is going towards the restaurant. See, the way the restaurants work is they have to be on the way to somewhere, it seems like. And it's still called Restaurant 1. Obviously, that's not ideal. No recent thoughts, because no one's visited. We'll leave it closed until we finish this little area more. Like, they won't go out of their way to get food, it seems like. Or maybe they're finding food elsewhere. I don't know, there was queues up for the other restaurant. We'll call this... what do I want to call this? I feel like the name Blue Lagoon Restaurant is already taken. I don't know by what, but it sounds like something I've heard before. Something tropical or jungle themed. What ride would you use for a scenery ride? Are you asking like specifically like the coasters? Because my suggestion, I guess, if you're looking at coasters that are more about looking at stuff, then probably like one of the car-like ones, maybe. Yeah, one of the track rides. Um, Also, where I'm under rides, track rides. I don't have all of them researched, so probably I'm not the best one to tell you, but the monorail is eventually what I want to get up around my entire park. Using the train would be kind of cool as like a scenic one. Or like the old-fashioned car. But I guess yours is kind of sci-fi, so maybe the monorail one would make sense for your sci-fi park. But eventually that's what I want. I want to get this monorail and like have a big monorail that goes all the way around the park. Or maybe it kind of makes like a figure eight around the park so that I can have stops in the middle and then stops here, 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 and here. But that's more like that's long-term goals. People can walk between stuff. Hey, the queue's all filled back up since I dropped the price. The monorail's a long-term goal for this. What was I doing? Oh, restaurant name. We'll just call it Pirate's Den. That's kind of boring. It's kind of dumb. We'll leave that pending until I think of something else. It doesn't make sense, especially with the style. Not Pirate's Den. I don't know. We'll call it food for now until I think of something better. I was thinking like on the water, on the water. What? Something about on the water. I'll come back to it. Food on the water. Yeah, that sounds like a name that I'd come up with. Food on the water. But then it begs the question, are they eating food on the water? Is the food on the water that they're eating? What does it mean? Or are they eating food in the water? On top of the water? I guess this is as close as I'm gonna get to sand here. The water's eating the food, yeah. Maybe I need to put a shark in there or something. Make that a little more accurate. See, that just doesn't look good, but it's the closest thing to sand I have, I suppose. I'll have to put something here. Maybe I'll put like a little path over here with maybe like a little railing so that they don't actually go into the water. Make it like a little viewing something or other. Maybe I'll put like a little vending machine. Maybe if I put that's counterintuitive. If I put a vending machine there, they're coming back there to use the vending machine instead of going to the restaurant. I think if I put the hat shop here, then they're more likely to walk past the restaurant and use the restaurant that way. Also, I'm going to need to level this out a little bit to put the shop there. I wonder if I could get away with having a staired path. Let me look at some of the pre-built stuff when it comes to gift shops. Small building. Nothing really. I could make a small pirate house be the gift shop. I actually kind of like that. Don't know how this is going to work. Maybe if I make like a little kind of spiral step. I need to actually put the shop there first. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to have to like do... I think I'm going to have to break the color pattern, unfortunately. Because I'm going to have to do this, this, this. And then put that there. I could duplicate these. Actually, hang on. Maybe we don't have to delete them all. We can work with it. I don't want it to stack like that. So what I'm going to do is take these, move them out. Put that. Hello? Welcome back. Please go away. I need you to stay there. Take this. Go there. Take you, you. And now... I want to precisely place you, but now it's kind of doing this weird... They're occupying the same space. Can I precisely move you? Maybe if I change the grid size, I can... No, it's not going to work because it's going to be... Wait. Maybe like that. That's not too bad. It's further out than I want it to be, but it's doable. And now we can put a shop in there. Holy cow, how long has that been down? Is that just now coming back up after it's been down for like weeks? Shops and facilities. Gift shops. Hats. Just a memento. Loony balloons. Do I want it to be hats? Ooh. Let's do just a memento.
Just a memento.
And I don't want it to actually be running, so let's go ahead and close it up. Someone is not having a good day. Oh, it's our mechanic. He's probably just really tired. What are you complaining? It's a normal work day for you. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize you could It's individual tasks. Doesn't actually show us energy here. Bib shop water, still missing vendors. What a surprise. Let's figure out our path up here now. I'm really wishing I had more path options. I guess wooden will do. Intersecting terrain, huh? I mean, why is that a problem now? Is it just gonna auto connect? Is that something I have to deal with, I guess? Also, it doesn't seem to be respecting my path selection at all. Well, if that's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh wait. Now you're gonna let me paint it? Okay, so now if I go natural then you don't care because it's stairs, I guess. It changes the hand railings, but that's about it. Probably because if it's an incline, it... see, yeah. The stairs have their own coloring. Like, no matter what you select. Alright, we can do better. Also, what is keeping it from deforming there? There's something that will not let it deform. And I have no idea what. Like, maybe it has to do with the shop. Like, something has to be... Like, the shop requires that the ground be exactly that height in front of the shop. And so, like, if I just flatten the ground all... It won't let me raise anything around the shop anymore. Interesting. I just swore it. Okay, so... We're gonna... I want to edit the building. We're gonna delete the shop while we fix the ground. It like puts a lock on the ground underneath it, so we gotta make sure the ground is exactly where we want it before we put down the shop itself. My thought is I'm going to make a little platform here. And then the path is going to come down around this way. How much this will work, we'll see. But I have high hopes. Let's try it. That immediately failed. So weird that it'll let me put the initial one there. And then not anymore. Too uneven, so smooth it down. What was it? J and H? I'm trying to remember what the up and down. H, H, U. There. Oh, hang on. Oh, wow. It just automatically dug it out there. Why is the path so wide? Can I literally not go any more narrow than that? Oh, now it's going bad. Let's try working in, oh, doesn't have anything to connect to because I took out the shop, didn't I? Let's add it back in.
Just a memento.
And the annoying thing is, it hires a new person every time I do this. Now, who's the new guys? There they are. Gonna fire one of you. Sorry. I know it sucks, Tommy. You'll grow from this experience. Trust me. Just like close them in there. Nope. This is so bad. Oh yeah, now you won't dig out the train. See, like, that's so ugly. I don't want that. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do what I want to do. I might just have to deal with the path straight up to it. Oh, cool. Now we have a rogue piece of land that we can't do anything about. Well, hang on. Are we digging it away? I don't know what's actually going on here. It's costing me pennies to dig it. Now we gotta go through the whole process of hiring and firing again. Just so we can get rid of this terrain. Build it up, break it down. Oh, hang on a second. This is the path that's causing this nonsense. Alright, do we have enough undo steps? We gotta go back, Marty. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Crisis averted. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Raise up a little more ground. Let's move that out a little bit so that the pathmaker doesn't yell at me. And then we'll just make a path straight up to the building. Of course, I have to re-add it. That's weird. Don't think we want that. We'll keep the fresh staff team member here and fire the other one that was unhappy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I need to move it back, maybe? Obstructed, what? Too close to the path, I guess. Every time. Also, the jingle is different, which is kind of interesting. Maybe this is kind of a grid thing I need to do here. No. Maybe I need to try a grid. I gotta dig out train again. I'm gonna close this shop. Never had this much trouble with one single shop. This is what I get for trying to build more vertical. I was so desperate to... Kitty, again with the claws, they hurt. I was so desperate to make my park a little more interesting. I didn't realize I was going to cause so much trouble for myself. Maybe I should put the path and then the building. But it doesn't connect nicely if I do it that way. And see, like now, the path so close to... You know what? I can get around this. Move the building out of the way. Maybe I need to give up on that spot in particular. You know? Maybe that's the problem. I was so focused on it being in that spot. I didn't really think about the fact that maybe it was just going to be better somewhere else.
Just a memento.
Whoops. Plays that little jingle every single time. Hey, stop it. Okay, that is obviously not what I want you to do. I want you to place it up in the air. Huh. Nope, that's underground. I'm pretty sure it's U and J. That's what was working before, but... See, like now it wants to go down the hill. See, like I can adjust the elevation this way. Hey, that was a weird little hack, but it worked. Problem is I want... Oh, maybe I'm not on the grid anymore. Okay, that's what happened. That path wasn't actually on the grid. Oh, Fingal Snap. Why can you not turn? I'm guessing being over the other path, like you can't build that close above another path because of headroom. See, kind of what I want to do with this is like, the way this path has this nice 90-degree turn here. I want there to be like a little standing area here and just have the path immediately, like connect here, but immediately go off to the side that way. Oh well, okay, so I'm gonna... move this there. I'm actually gonna face it more this way. Still gonna be up on a hill a little bit, but I think we'll be able to figure out something here. Come on. I know you'll connect. Maybe to make the link 2. I know you want to connect. 3, 4. Look, you almost want to do it. Um, 5. Hey! It's not pretty. It's really not pretty at all, honestly, but... I can do that. I can bury my shame here. Like that. And like I'll put some like shrubs or something to hide that weird texture thing going on. It's kind of, it's still a little ugly. It's not what I wanted, but I'm gonna figure it out. Multiple rides broken down. What are my mechanics doing? Are they just lollygagging about? I guess maybe I need another mechanic. Alright, buddy, get to work. Seems like everything's breaking down on me. Okay. I'll just put a little conifer right there. right there. Problem solved. I mean, texture's still clipping through there on the stairs, but we'll live with that. All right. Now the last thing, do I want more gift shops and stuff? Let's look at our facilities that we talked about. No claw machines. Restrooms, that was one of the things I mentioned. I don't know if that's the right answer. I mean, people generally complain when they need more restrooms. And people complain about price there. Is this right? How did I fix the price? Also, these guys are apparently just stuck here on this ride. Oh yeah, this is way overpriced for the Prestige. 14, I think, is probably what it needs to be at. Broken down, missing a vendor, broken down. Okay, well, all the rest of the stuff's self-sustaining. And our money is going up. Torque Twister. Torque Coaster. I thought it said Torque Twister. Hey man, what's up? I want to research all the coasters first. Okay, so now I want to finish this waterfall over here. So you jumped on mine. Yeah, it's just me and a person or two here, so always welcome to kind of hang out and chat. Special effects. Is that where the water things are at? Water. Okay. No, probably not that. Water jet? That's probably a little bit too much. That's a small water jet? What's a large look like? Holy cow. Look at how high that goes up. Why would I ever need my water display to go that high? Unless I'm making like a Las Vegas kind of Bellagio style water thing. And even then, it's not like I can animate it. I can turn it on and off is about it. This is what I need. I would just like 2 or 3 of these. And then we'll have to put something that looks relatively believable, that imitates the water. Uh-oh, that sounds like something breaking down. Now, do I want an object behind there? I think that's a little bit too much. Also, this makes sense to put here at the bottom. I suppose. But like, is it going to be terribly visible if I just kind of... It is terribly visible. Man, I wish things were that visible down in the cavern that I built. Because then the lights I could actually put under the water and have glow, but... Maybe I just need to put a bunch more of these. Let's try that. Now, the fun part is when you try to find the ones you've already hidden underneath the ground somewhere. Guess I can always do this. Tilt you forward like that. Hide you under the ground like that. It's not bad. It's not greatest. Maybe I should have gone with medium ones, so it's not like a big cloud. You know what? Hang on. Ugh. Careful. Yep. This one. What if I turned this one more this way? You know, I was pretty certain I could click things through the ground before, but I guess not. Oh, so what kind of a park are you making, Galcian? Mine kind of is just like, it's a little hodgepodge, but I'm trying to stick with certain themes in certain areas. So like this is kind of like tropical and pirates and stuff, and then we got like our western area over here. But then this is just kind of like generic, regular rides with no particular theme. So it's like I have like these themed branches, and then there's like the main area with its own rides. I think I want to add some kind of splash effect here. to make the water jets splashing into the lake a little more believable. This is like an intermittent one. Isn't there like a constant one though? I don't know if there is. This is kind of it, but it's like, it's so lackluster and I can't hide it. This is like something you'd put on the bottom of a fountain or something so that the little water jets are believable. That's supposed to be snow. Is there like a... I don't know. I don't know, man. Make it kind of like... How is this large? Like that doesn't seem like hardly any fog. I guess it lingers around, so you gotta let it kind of build up the fog, maybe, to get the real effect. But I have to hide it under the water. And even then. This is what I'm looking for, though. It's a little different, but I think it'll work. See, like, why can I not click through the water? I can't even click while I'm in the water. No. It just looks weird. I'll just undo it instead of trying to click them all. We'll leave that as it is for now. I don't know. I'll put some more shrubs up here and stuff to hide the source of the water. Oh, you know what? Let's put some hanging plants here as well. Like some of... Where are they at? The wall climbers. I don't know about seaweed necessarily. Maybe some ivy, though. Somewhere would be good. Kind of like that. It's not bad. Now, I think this one's supposed to be anchored on the bottom, but like along a wall. So I don't know where it would best be suited. Can make some climbing roses in here with the ivy, though. Not quite, we're almost there. Cool. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Water effect is going to have to be what it is because of the limitations of what the tools are provided. The hills need more shrubs. I'm not going to worry about that yet. This is oddly perched up high. So bring it down like that. Nobody's going to our gift shop. Don't know why. They just do not want to. Guess I need... Maybe... It must be... That must be part of the way the AI is programmed. Gift shops and stuff like that. They're there for the rides. The gift shops and other things have to be there... Have to be along the way in order for them to use them. Because like my restaurant and my other hat shop over there, they use all the time. But they're right along the main path on the way to everywhere else. So, the only way I could think to get them to start using this more is if I intentionally brought the path directly through it. So instead of going across right here, maybe it cut between these buildings. It connected to this main path, and then this main path continued on the rest of the way. Oh wait, hang on a second. Just as I start saying that, people start going towards the gift shop. Okie doke. Well, I'll eat my words. And very openly say I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am just hypothesizing. Anyways, let's look at another pre-built building we can go ahead and drop down here. Get rid of that. So I'd get rid of that. Stick to... Let's just do all. Pirate. Apparently they consider that the pirate house. Pirate Villa building. That's kind of cool. Put something like right there. It kind of fills the space nicely. I mean, there's this little open area right here. I guess there's no reason I can't have it overlapping the path. I could do something like that. Need to raise the statue up a little bit. What do I want to do with this, though? Captain Lockjaw. Change that sign depending upon what we put in here. I had talked about this place kind of needing restrooms. I could theoretically cut a hole in this building and put restrooms right next to the restaurant. I could make this a hat shop. People seem to like their hats. The hat shop has honestly made me a ton of money. It's making me as much as some of my rides. And having another one might not be the worst idea, but maybe for the size of the park, we only need the one hat shop. Well, no, because the other hat shop was missing customers because the queue was always so long. So having a second one... Whatever happened? Didn't I have a hat shop down underneath the mountain? Let's go to Free Fly. I do. I think the problem is there's never a vendor in here. Didn't miss any sales. And we did make a profit last month, surprisingly. But people aren't as apt to use this hat shop if there's no vendor there. What is that sound? Is that these people making that sound? What is that? Is it one of the rides? Huh, weird. Everything doing okay here? How's my team doing? I think I had a janitor, or not a janitor, a mechanic I needed to train up. You're a vendor that I need to bring up to speed of the rest of my vendors. This is my new mechanic. What are the rest of my mechanics making? I want to be fair. 170. I'll just bump you up by $10. Should make you happy enough. Actually, I've never seen some of these stats here. Speakers are kind of like nickel and diming me everywhere. I haven't done anything with the video billboards yet. My cameras kind of cost me a bit, $300 a month. But I kind of like them. They kind of help and reduce crime a little bit. One of my park bends is vandalized. Just go ahead and replace it, I guess. Before I get too much further, let's see what the actual guests are saying. Park is great. I'm not queuing that long to go on Wild West. That litter is disgusting. What is my janitors doing? Did I have more quit? No, I still have my 4. I'm training up to level 3. And that should be sufficient to get them doing what they need to do. Oops, I never did fix this guy here. Now, wasn't there something called beech trees? Where were those? 100% I used them already. Beech trees, yeah, okay. Alright, this place is starting to look a little more lush, a little more green. Wishing tree's kind of cool. This might be a good place to consider putting one. It's a bit different compared to everything else that's a little more on the realistic side. So I'm not 100% sold on it yet. Come on, I need to move this guy. Let me click him. Please let me click this tree. Please. Please, hitbox, get out of my way. Oh my gosh, please. Like, this feels like a fairly simple thing, but they put like they must put like a big square hitbox on everything. Like, nothing gets, you know, much more custom fitted hitboxes. So when it's a really big odd shaped object, it means it has a gigantic hitbox. It makes things really difficult to place quite often. Oh, there's like a big face on it? Huh. Nah, I changed my mind. There's probably something better we could put on top of that hill. Giant witch tree. Ah, spooky tree. I like the idea of the spooky tree, though. Is there a face on this one? There is a face on this one. Is there a face on all of them? There's probably... Well, not in the witch tree. Leave that for now. I could take another one of these skulls, and it's probably a little bit too big, but the area on top of the tree kind of lends itself to placing something on top of it. See how it's kind of on this flat plane. Maybe like a ship part or something. No, that's quite big. Yeah, it's all quite big. I was thinking like just a random ship hole on top of it or something. Just as like a point of interest? I don't know. Okay, I still haven't placed anything in here. So let's go into our shops and facilities and see what we can do. Food, drink. Not a park entrance, obviously. Could make it into a staff building, but the staff buildings I kind of like to be more hidden. And this is very up front and center. I could make it to a to-go food. Information. Information is where they buy the fast passes. It's a big building, so what would make sense? It'd be kind of cool if I could branch a path up there. I wonder if I could do that. Find some way to get a path up there and put a shop up there. And like, yeah, use this as 2 different shops. We'll worry about the ground level floor first before we worry about doing fancy stuff. Maybe leave, it's getting a bit late. Maybe I'll leave the fancy stuff for the next stream. We'll get something in here and then maybe I'll wrap it up. There's a gift shop right across the path. We have a restaurant right across the path as well. First aid? I don't think we need more than one first aid in the park. Should I make it to-go food? I haven't had much luck with the to-go food. Pizza pen. Everybody loves pizza, right? Just a memento, loony balloons. I don't think we have a balloon shop anywhere else, so let's do a balloon shop. I like the idea of that. Gotta have that variety, you know. Okay, so... this is lime plaster walls. I think we want this one. Right there. Now, is there a way to place a shop? Oh, the path's gonna automatically connect, huh? Is there a way to place a shop without actually buying the staff member? I don't think there is there? Okay, it's a bit much, but I guess it's fine. Am I fine with that? Do I need to do anything else with that? I think I'm okay with that. Wow. People really want their balloons, apparently. Nope. Never mind. They're interested in that it's new. What are they saying, though? It doesn't actually say what they're saying. I want to do something. Oh, I guess. See, the majority of these people are turning around. I want to do something fun. I don't want to shop it. Well, why are you coming here then? People are running out of money. Ah, maybe putting in an ATM is an idea. Like setting the ATM into this room right here. People are lining up though. We got a queue. People are buying balloons. At the end of the day, they're spending their money. We'll reevaluate after it's ran for a little bit. Nobody up? We don't have a vendor, of course. Which suggests we need to consider getting ourselves a staff building somewhere around in here. Hiding one. Maybe at the back of the restaurant. Ooh, maybe that's what I'll use this other upper room for. I'll make a little path up here, and that'll be the stairs up to the hidden staff building. But that is for next time, because we're gonna finish up here. I'm tired. It's getting a little bit late. We made some good progress, though, I think. We definitely filled out this area a lot more. It doesn't look so empty. We got some new buildings. We struggled with paths, tons. I think I hit most of what was on my to-do list. It was mostly just filling out this area. And also, I guess one of my goals was to make things more vertical, and I kind of did that. I mean, you know, you kind of walk up the stairs to there, and you know, the path kind of leads down into this little alcove. I dug out the river. But anyways, thanks for everyone who hung out tonight. Thanks for all the hosts and stuff like that. And I'll try and come back tomorrow. I usually try to do it at least twice a weekend. So we'll see. Have a good night, everyone.